everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars and welcome back to my channel. Thank you to those of you who have encouraged me to work on my growing my hair gray situation. I followed some of your advice. I cut off some of the darker parts in the bottom, so that's what you're seeing today as we move into that transition. So we're going to talk today about frugal people. Frugal people are a whole different type of people, I think. And those of you that are frugal, sometimes it feels like we're in this by ourselves, and that's why I love YouTube, is because we can connect with those that are living similar to the way that we're living without judgment, and they understand us. They're our tribe. So today we're going to talk about the differences that frugal people have compared to maybe someone that is living a more consumeristic life. And the first thing that I feel like frugal people are different is the fact that we are great problem solvers. In fact, I feel like frugal people are some of the best problem solvers you will find. We have learned to just figure it out. And a lot of times we figure it out without any means to do so. And that's what makes it so great. We can maybe not have enough of something, but we can figure it out, can't we? We can substitute, we can skip it, we can find something else laying around our house that we can make a makeshift item into whatever that we're needing. If we're needing to make something, we have ways to problem solve ourselves out of things without throwing money at the problem. And that is one of the number one things that I think that we can do. And that is a skill. That is something to really be proud of, because I find that problem solving skill moves into other areas of our life. For instance, if you have one car and you've got two kids that need to go two different directions, somehow you are able to problem solve that situation into figuring out how to get everybody where they need to go. So it is a great skill to have. Be proud of that, frugal people. The second way that I feel that frugal people are different is we have learned not to panic. We know that we will problem solve ourselves out of that situation. So if we have those two kids that need to go somewhere, we don't panic. We stop and we think it through and we figure out how to make it work, because we know we can figure out how to make that work without panicking. Even when we have the problems we have right now with inflation, frugal people are not panicking. We know we have saved money. We know we have prepped and stored food, that we are prepared, and that we can cut back if needed, because we can figure that out without panicking. So that has been a wonderful, wonderful thing through this inflation, to realize that as a frugal person, we will figure it out and we won't panic while we're doing it. The third thing that I feel like frugal people understand is you can't always have everything that you want when you want it. And by having everything that you want, it doesn't necessarily make your life better. In fact, having everything you want when you want it can sometimes make your life miserable, because the debt goes with that, because you didn't wait to purchase it when you could afford to do it. That's one of the things we've been going through with our farmhouse. Things break when you own a home. It can be a new home, an old home, it doesn't matter, but things will break when you own a home. But you have to fix things a little bit at a time as you can afford to. And you have to prioritize those things that you are fixing. We've had plumbing issues lately, and I believe it was Truth Seeker, who watches us, that made the comment that my electric bill was too high for how little electricity that I use. And I really thought about that comment, and I thought, you know what? We've got a couple of water leaks that need to be fixed. And even though our water is free, Pumping the water takes electricity. So if you have a toilet that's running all the time, or a hydrant that's leaking all the time, or a washing machine hose that's leaking all the time, that will continue to run up your electric bill. So thank you, Truth Seeker. I've had a plumber out here. I've got a couple of those areas fixed, and I can already see on my daily usage with the electric company that my electricity use is going down. And frugal people also know not to put all of your eggs in one basket. That is a term that I heard a lot growing up from my parents' generation. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because what if you do? If you fall, your eggs will break, right? But if you have them in multiple baskets, you have backup eggs. So that is how I look at it today. If you put all your eggs in one basket, then you can be in a situation. But how can we flip that to make sense in today's world? We prep food, we store food, we save money, we budget, we track our money, and we live below our means. Those are ways that we would not put all of our eggs in one basket. Another great way is to have more than one stream of income. Now, not all of those streams of income need to be as much as the others, but just little bits of cash coming in here and there can make a huge difference if your first source of cash ends for some reason. So those are great ways today to not put all of your eggs in one basket. Other ways would be to grow your own food, have solar bulbs, have lanterns in case your power goes out, or candles for backup lighting, keeping storage of water in case the water shuts down. How many times have we seen emergencies in different areas and all the water gets bought out in the store? So keeping a stash of water in your pantry is always a really good idea. Keeping your phone charged, keeping backup battery chargers charged, things that you might need in an emergency are great ways to not put all your eggs in one basket. Keeping your medicines filled and keeping those mail order supplies routinely ordered. Because remember, I suggested in a prior video that if you check out those prices of the mail ordered medicines, they're usually cheaper than the kind you're getting filled at your pharmacy regularly. So you can save some money that way and usually get a 90-day supply, where sometimes in person you can only get a 30-day supply. So again, another great way to keep all of your eggs not in one basket. I was one that didn't track my expenses until probably October of last year. I never saw the need for it. I always was doing fine with living frugally, but I probably will not go back to not tracking my money. It is a little bit of a hassle, but now I just can't even fathom not tracking my money, because it brought so much insight into where my money goes. And it made me realize how important it is to track every single dollar so that it is giving you the best benefit for that dollar. And those ways alone help make frugal people different. There are different types of living within your means. If you are poor, many times it means you don't have enough means. If you're broke, many times it means that you've spent beyond your means. And if you're frugal, it means you are managing those means. So I hope that this has been encouraging and helpful to you. I hope that maybe you have gained some tips from this or some excitement on being a frugal person, and I hope that you will give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and continue to watch this channel, because I really enjoy having you all here. Have a great day.